Hi guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another makeup ranking. I believe I've done 2 so far, so this is the 3rd one in my series, and I will be ranking Colourpop. I've got 27 items currently in my collection. Some of them I believe are discontinued, but still I wanted to rank them nonetheless, and this is everything I currently own. I have used up the Pretty Fresh foundation, and I used up the No Filter concealer in the past, and I really did like those, and I would consider repurchasing them if I didn't have other things in my collection. So those were really good, but those are not included in my ranking. But let's go ahead and start in with number 27, and I've got On Cloud Blue. The reason why I don't like this is, one, the packaging is completely flimsy. This is the mirror. I should probably just take this out and toss it, which I'll go ahead and do right now. And then I've had to repress these shadows multiple times. They don't really stick in here very well. I think the color story is pretty. The packaging kind of throws me off from wanting to use it. So it's just it's hard to get in there and use. So that's why it ranks so low. And at number 26 is my Mint to Be palette. Again, I don't like the packaging. The eyeshadows come out with, the slight dropping of stuff. I dropped this palette on the way to get it out, and just shadows went everywhere, so I don't even know if they're in their correct place right now. And then the color story is not my favorite. I feel like I've got other minty color stories that I like better. The e.l.f. Mint Melt collection. I believe it's still available from the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow quads. So those are more my personal favorite shades when it comes to minty tones. This is just a little too bright, too bold. There's not enough, I can't get the depth that I want. So if you are into these, but you also want another affordable alternative, go with the e.l.f. Mint Melt collection. I feel like even though there's less eyeshadows per quad, 1, they are a little bit cheaper, and 2, I feel like you can get a more cohesive look. I feel like even the deepest shades in here, I can't get the depth that I want on the outer eye. So I feel like the looks are just better in that one. And I mean, formula wise, I feel like it compares. I mean, Colourpop's formula is obviously you can't beat the formula especially for how affordable it is, but color story wise, I just like that one better. And then these next 2, I believe that they're from 2, maybe 3 summers ago, so I don't even think they're available anymore. And number 24 is the Mar palette. So anyway, number 24 is my Mar palette. I do like it. I feel like the tones, even the blues, pull very orangey, which I'm not opposed to, but even when the blues pull orangey, that's just kind of weird to me. So it's very, very orange toned. So I mean, that's why it's ranking so low at that, and it's just that flimsy kind of packaging that I don't like. And then same with the Soul palette. Again, I don't believe either one of these are available anymore, but number 23 here, the last one was 24. Again, pretty color story. It's just the tones are very, very orange in both the palettes. These 2 are sister palettes. I think this is supposed to be day, this is supposed to be night. So they're okay. They're not my favorite. I've got other things I like more. And then coming on at number 22. Now, I bought this palette because it's nostalgic for me. I don't really care for the color story, but it is the Lizzie McGuire What Dreams Are Made Of palette. I purely bought this because I was a Lizzie McGuire fan as a kid, and growing up, I was always listening to Hilary Duff. I still keep up with some of her stuff, but the color story wise, it's a very late 90s, early 2000s. So I just don't really wear this color story, which is why it's ranked as low as it is. But I'm never gonna get rid of this palette purely because I love it, or because I am a Lizzie McGuire fan. And then we've got this lip gloss, which I'm actually almost done with. It's the Well Nested collection. I think this is part of the Valentine's Day collection at Ulta from 2 or 3 years ago at this point. But I did get this. I almost have it finished up. I should probably just put it in my project pan and finish it off because it's right at the end there, and quite honestly, it's going to go bad soon. So I should probably just go ahead and stick it in there. So stay tuned. We've got some updates coming here real soon, but I like it. I think it's a really good lip gloss. I really like the brush on it. I do want to get more in this formula, but it's just, I don't know, color story wise, it just doesn't, I can never make it work with a cohesive look that I like. But coming in at number 20 is also from the Lizzie McGuire collection, and it is the shade. It's their pressed powder blush in the shade Delish. Again, I think it's cute. I don't think it's anything special. I mean, it's a nice formula, but in terms of blushes, I just like, in terms of like, yeah, well, blushes, I do like more formulas, but in terms of like everything else I have in my Colourpop collection, it's kind of where it fell. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's okay. It's not great. And then at number 19 is it's the lip gloss, the Luxe lip gloss in the shade Sippy Sippy. I do like it when I'm wanting a gold lip gloss. I just don't wear lip gloss. That's a lot of the reason why it's ranking so low, but it is a nice one. I do really like it. Again, I just don't wear it. It does kind of leave a sticky feel, which is another reason why it's ranked so low, but it's really not a bad gloss. I do like it. And coming in at number 18 is their cream gel liner in the shade Big Splash. A lot of the reason why this is ranked so low still is because it's just a color that is really, really bright for like a waterline or an inner corner. I don't really know what to do with this kind of color, but again, I don't hate it. We are kind of at the middle of the pack here now. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but it's good. And then we've got another one. Oh, I got two Super Shock highlights, which is number 17 and 16. This one is in the shade Flute Punch. It came as part of like their New Year's Eve collection. I want to say not this last year, but the year before. I do really like it. Again, I like everything else that I'm ranking more, but it's a great highlight. And then at number 16 is the shade Flexitarian. I did have this in my Project Pan last year, so I do have quite a bit of pan out of it. And again, I do like it. I really view their Super Shock formula. Man, that's a tongue twister. Their Super Shock formula is a great formula. And again, Colourpop, for being as affordable that they are, their quality is like really, really good. It's like high-end quality makeup. I don't necessarily like how they come up with things like left and right. I don't really like some of it's like so overwhelming that it's kind of hard to pick and choose from Colourpop, but I do own a lot and I do like the brand as a whole. Coming in at number 15 is actually the blush that is currently in my Project Pan, and I am determined to finish this up. It is their Super Shock Cheek in the shade Too Cool for School. I have been trying to pan this for 2 years now, and I am going to finish this up one way or another. Here's a little spoiler alert for my Project Pan, but that's about where we are. And I really, really like this. I really do like the color. It's a great color. It's a great formula. I would like to get more of these. It is getting old and the lid is cracked. And that's the thing. Colourpop's like their packaging. You can tell it's cheap packaging, which I don't really like. And I think that's a lot of what's keeping a lot of these rankings so low. But I do like it, and I'm having fun panning it. And at where are we at? We're at number 14 is their Super Shock Shadow. I have just one of them, and it's the shade A Little Quirky. I think it's a great eyeshadow topper. I think it's a really pretty one and done shade. Again, I like it. I really do like it. But it's kind of like your everyday kind of neutral, get out the door kind of shade, which is great. And at number 13 is one of their mini ones. I think this was part of their summer collection last year. It's in the shade Shellbound. It's their little quad. It's the pressed powder palette. Now, I don't like the fact that the lid came off like as soon as I got home. So again, flimsy packaging, which is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. But the shades are pretty. I wore it on a beach trip last year, and I enjoyed it. And I do like it. Then coming in at numbers 12 and 11, I've got two of their liquid liners. I've got the shade, what is this, Graceland for the white, and the Hills is the green one. So this will be, the white one is number 12. This one, the green one, is number 11. I really do like the colors on these. I think they're absolutely stunning. I love, like when I'm wanting a little bit of more of a bold eyeliner, or even a winged eyeliner on the rare occasion that I do use them. I really love going for these, and I really do want to get more in these colors. All right, I've got more eyeshadow palettes. Coming in at number 10 is the eyeshadow palette Frozen, two other Frozen palettes, and this is the shade Elsa, not the shade, the palette Elsa. I love this color story. I think it's so beautiful. I absolutely adore it. I love getting to wear it. I do wear it every chance I get, and of course my kids are like Frozen fans, so I had to pick up the Anna and Elsa palettes, but this one comes in at number 10. And then I think this one, or yeah, this is number 10. Number 9 is the Anna palette. And I picked this one. I think I ranked it a little bit higher just because of the color story. I really like mauve and purple tones, like especially like with my skin tone and my eye shade. And it even goes well with my hair. But like just these shades of purple just look really, really good on me, so, which is why I ranked it just a little bit higher than the Anna palette. Okay. Seriously, I am so clumsy. I have dropped so many of these items today, and they're like sitting in a perfectly good spot. Probably just the pregnancy clumsiness going on, or maybe it's just me. I'm a clumsy person in general, but I have dropped so much. I'm so glad nothing got broke. Moving on to my number 8. That is the Pretty Fresh foundation. A lot of people love this foundation. I think it's just an okay foundation. I don't think it's great, but it does the job. It stays well. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's just, in terms of foundations, that's just, it's okay. It didn't impress me that much. It's good. It does the job. It's this is kind of one of those foundations that I kind of call reliable. And when I say reliable, I mean, it's not going to fail you by no means, but there's nothing that stands out to me as it's remarkable, it's amazing, it's a holy grail foundation. Like, it's not. But it's like one of those items, like if I were on vacation, I'm like, oh, I forgot my foundation. Like, I would go and buy this because I know it's reliable and I know it'll get the job done. So it's like, I have a mental category in my head that's like, this is reliable. So like, I know, and it's affordable. So I know I can go out and buy it and have something really good. Then ranking at number 7 is another eyeshadow palette. Part of the Valentine's Day collection 2, maybe 3 years ago now. It's the You Are a Cutie palette. I love it. I love the color story. I love how cute it is. I love the mauve tones, the pinky tones, how you can get your purple tones. It's cute. I love it, and quite honestly, I wish they would bring this eyeshadow palette back. If you hear anything in my background, it's my dryer going. I've got laundry on right now, so I don't know how much of that is going to pick up on camera, but that's what that is. Ranking in at number 6 is one of my all-time favorite Colourpop palettes, and everything else from here on out, like, we're at my top favorites now. We've been at my top favorites probably since about number 10. But it's the Blush Crush palette. This came out a couple of years ago. I do not have the Nude Tude palette, which is the sister palette to this one, but I absolutely love it. I love these tones. I mean, look at the floral packaging. I had to get it just for the packaging because I love florals. But I love it. I love that you can get a nice deep look. I love how you can do some one and done shades. I love the palette as a whole. I love the cardboard packaging as opposed to the plastic packaging. And it's cute. I haven't had any problems with with the eyeshadows popping out, at least not right now. But this is just such a favorite palette of mine in my collection as a whole in general. I love it. All right, we're at my top 5, but I think we're at number 6 because I may have miscounted. I had 27 items in total. Now let's go ahead and call this number 6. The last one was number 7. Hopefully I can get the numbers ranking figured out when I do my editing. Who knows? But this is where we're at. So I'm looking at, like, I have all my rankings written down right now. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a couple things I had to add in here. So all my numbers might be one down from what I'm actually saying. Number 6, Making Mauves. Again, I love purple tones. I love the packaging. I love how mauve tones look on my skin. I love how purples bring out my eyes. So this obviously had to get ranked at the top of the list. Then we've got the Luxe Lip Oil. This is in the shade Fatale. I like it because it's comforting on the lips. It's not super glossy. It's an oil feel, and I love lip oils more than I love lip glosses. I feel like lip glosses leave a sticky feel. I feel like lip oils leave your lips feeling moisturized and well nourished. I really, really do love this. And coming in at, what is this, number 4? We've got 4 and 3. It's their glossy lip stains. First, I've got the shade Tutti Frutti, which I love this for a nice deep look. I love the way it goes on. I love the way it stays on. I love the way it stains the lips. It doesn't look overdone, but it's just so gorgeous. And then the shade Cherry Up is my number 3. Again, I love this formula. I want to get more in this formula. I think I got these on like a 2 for $6 deal or something. It was like on National Lipstick Day that I bought these. Not too long ago, I think last year sometime, probably in the summertime, but I love these. Again, the packaging, it wears down quickly. but I can overlook that because of how good these are. And actually, most of these packaging is worn off, and which does say something. I don't feel like Colourpop does the best with their packaging, but for being affordable and the quality that they are, like, I can overlook a lot of the packaging issues that they have, but they're really good. And then at number 2, and I don't know if this is still available or not, I got quite a few things from their Feeling Bubbly collection from New Year's last year, but it is their Feeling Bubbly collection, and I absolutely love this. It's a nice champagne neutral palette. I love it for a light neutral palette. I love it for just, it's like an everyday glam sort of a situation, which for me, my daily look is like an everyday glam. So it really fits well with my aesthetic. When I'm wanting something more neutral, when I'm wanting something just kind of effortless, or I'm really wanting to go for like a mature look instead of like a colorful fun look, I definitely love this palette for that. And then finally, my number 1 item from Colourpop, and this is one of my number 1 products in my entire collection, is their Pretty Fresh Concealer. I mentioned that I liked their No Filter Concealer. I love this one even better. It glides on my eyes flawlessly. I don't really notice a whole lot of creasing. It covers up my dark circles. And it's their Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I love this. This shade now might be a little bit light for me. I should probably get a deeper shade, because when I bought it, I felt like when I bought it, I was a lot more lighter in skin tone. I just feel like my skin has changed since then. But I love this concealer. It's such a good concealer. If you're looking for a good, affordable concealer that is also reliable, but for me, this falls into like my favorite category. This I would highly recommend. It's definitely affordable. If you're like on the go, say you're on vacation, you forgot your concealer, go grab this one. It's really, really good. Anyway, I can't believe I got through that. I was putting off this video because that was a lot to get through. But here's all 27 of my rankings. Whether or not I said the right number in the right moment, we will find out. And whether or not I can actually get all the numbers on the screen in the right order, I will find out when I do the editing. Who knows? I'm a little just... Numbers are not my thing, okay? Numbers and me don't go well together. I was never a good math student growing up. But here we are, and overall, Colourpop as a brand is a good brand. I think they're a little bit or a lot overrated. I feel like the amount of stuff that they come out with on a regular basis is hard to keep up with, and I know a lot of people have that problem, like those who keep up with Colourpop. You really kind of have to pick and choose what you want. In all reality, they're probably going to come out with the same color story, just in multiple different versions of it. So just wait till they come out with a theme that you like, that you're a fan of, in the color story that you're looking for, and buy it that way. I've stopped trying to keep up with Colourpop, but I do own a lot from them. I do really like their brand. I like their affordability, and I like their quality. Packaging quality, terrible, but quality of their makeup, really good. Anyway, that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle. My goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty, as well as my love for my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I am currently pregnant, so I've got a lot of that coming on my channel and more to come. So anyway, with that, hit that subscribe button if that's what you're into. But if not, if you still want to stick around, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. All right, as I was getting ready to wrap up here, I just realized that I forgot to rank 2 of their lippy sticks. I've got the shade Aftershock and Satin, so I don't know where we're at, but overall these would fall somewhere in the middle of the pack. I do like them, but I think they're a little bit drying, so I'd probably like rank them somewhere like middle to lower. They're not my favorite Colourpop product of all time, but I do like them. I think this one's the shade Satin, and then we've got Aftershock. So they're not my favorite formula of all time, especially when it comes to like lip products, but I don't hate them either. But I just wanted to throw this in there. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.